Hi, I'm Paula of Full Circle Healing, and I'm really glad you're here. If you found your way to this page, there's usually a reason. Even if you can't quite put it into words yet, often it's not a massive, dramatic crisis, but a quieter feeling that there are some patterns in your life holding you back. A sense that you've been coping, functioning, showing up, but not fully living from yourself. This journey isn't about fixing you. It's about helping you to come back to yourself. For a long time in my own life, I believed, without realizing it, that love was something I had to earn. I learned to adapt, to be easy, to put my needs last. On the outside, things looked fine, but on the inside, I was disconnected from my body, my emotions, and my sense of self-worth. And I know I'm not alone in that. Many of us were never taught how to feel safe being ourselves. We learned patterns early on, people-pleasing, self-criticism, over-functioning, staying strong. Because at some point, those patterns helped us to survive or belong. But over time, they start to cost us. They show up as exhaustion, addiction, repeated failed relationships or unhealthy relationship dynamics, difficulty setting boundaries, or a constant inner voice telling us that we're just not doing enough or being enough. My own healing journey really began when I stopped trying to improve myself and started listening to myself instead. I began learning how to feel again, gently, safely, at my own pace. And I learned how to rebuild trust with myself, how to soften instead of push, and how to stay present with my emotions rather than overriding them. And as that relationship with myself changed, my life began to change too. And as I became whole in myself and stopped looking for someone or something outside of me to fill that hole, I started to feel truly happy in my life again, just as I was. Then, as if the universe was rewarding me, and not because I was desperately needing it, I finally found a long-term, healthy, conscious relationship with my now partner, Matt, the other half of Full Circle Healing. That's where a journey back to self-love comes from. This 6-week coaching journey is an invitation to step out of self-judgment and back into relationship with yourself, to truly find happiness within so that your life without can reflect more of what you want. Each week we explore a different layer of conditioning that stops you loving you for you. We begin by gently uncovering the beliefs that you've been carrying about yourself, often unconsciously, and understanding where they came from with compassion rather than blame. And then we rewrite those stories that you tell yourself that really aren't true. From there, we explore letting go of what no longer serves you, old roles, patterns, and emotional habits that may have once protected you but no longer align with who you are now. We move into reclaiming self-worth and confidence, not as ego, bravado, or toxic positivity, but as a felt sense in the body, to build a knowing that you are allowed to take up space exactly as you are. We explore boundaries, not as walls, but as acts of self-respect, learning how to listen to your energy, honor your values, and express yourself without guilt. We bring self-love into relationships, noticing how you show up with others, how vulnerability feels in your body, and how connection can be grounded rather than draining. And finally, we focus on integration, anchoring everything that you've learned into daily life so that self-love becomes something that you live and not something that you practice occasionally. This is not a fluffy surface level mindset course, and it's not about forcing positivity. It's embodied work, designed especially for people who are ready to take back control of their life and relationships. Each week includes an online one-on-one coaching session with me where I guide the theme, practice, and reflections. Weekly reflection prompts integration homework practices, as well as accountability support between sessions via WhatsApp. You don't need to have everything figured out before you begin. You don't need confidence, you don't need clarity, and you don't need to be good at personal growth. You can arrive tired, unsure, or quietly hopeful. What matters is a willingness to meet yourself with honesty and care. What you put in is truly what you're going to get out. This journey is especially supportive if you spent years being there for others but struggle to be there for yourself. If you're unsure, if you're hard on yourself, even when you're doing your best, if you feel disconnected from your body or your emotions, or if you just sense that something in you is ready for a different way of relating to yourself. And I want to be clear about something important. This work is not about changing who you are. It's about unlearning what taught you to abandon yourself and remembering how to stay. You are already whole. This journey simply helps you feel that truth again. If you're wondering whether you have the time, the course is designed to fit around your life. We can schedule the weekly sessions whenever it works for you, and the practices are simple, practical, and supportive, and we can adapt them to what you can hold. If you're wondering whether you're ready, if something inside you feels drawn to this, even if it's quietly nudging you, then that's probably enough. And if finances feel a little tight, then there are payment plans available. Access really matters, and I want to be able to show up and serve the people that need this the most and be able to meet them where they are. Above all, this is a space held with care. There is no pressure to share more than feels right, no expectation to perform healing, no fixing, forcing, or rushing. Just a gentle, grounded invitation to come back into right relationship with yourself and to be met with compassion as you do. If any of that resonates, I'd love to welcome you into a journey back to self-love. Take your time, have a read, listen to what feels true for you, and know that whatever you choose, the fact that you're already here matters. Sending love.